Quick roundup. Proofpoint describes OWAReaper, a browser implant that can survive credential rotation. CISA and Cisco report active exploitation of a Cisco FMC flaw. Amazon links historical NPM hijacks to a DPRK-linked group. The FCC adds robots and inverters to a covered list. Proofpoint reported a browser context implant called OWAReaper. It is delivered by half-click email exploits using CVE-2026-42897, an OWA cross-site scripting flaw Microsoft flagged as exploited. Proofpoint says the payload runs in the OWA reading pane. It stores an encrypted payload and wrapper in local storage and places triggers in IndexedDB so it reruns when the mailbox is opened. OWAReaper's notable consequence is server-side persistence with no host footprint. Proofpoint says it uses Outlook APIs and read-write mailbox add-ins to steal OAuth tokens. It can assign owner permissions to the default user across mail folders. That access can survive credential rotation and re-imaging, so eviction requires server-side removal from Exchange. Proofpoint attributes the OWA campaign to TA488. Targets include U.S. and European government, telecom, finance, hospitality, and aerospace. The Cisco issue affects organizations running Cisco Secure Firewall Management Center with exposed management interfaces. Amazon's analysis covers historical compromises of NPM packages like Debug and Chalk from 2025. Severity depends on exposure. The OWA XSS CVE-2026-42897 is reported with a CVSS of 8.1. Proofpoint highlights strong persistence. Cisco CVE-2026-20316 has CVSS 5.3, and Cisco assigns a high security impact rating because it can be chained. Operational risk is highest for exposed OWA servers and public FMC interfaces. Key dates. Proofpoint says the earliest OWA campaign infrastructure appeared in March 2026. Microsoft flagged OWA exploitation as far back as May 2026. Proofpoint observed activity on July 22, 2026. The FCC added robots and inverters to the covered list on July 28, 2026. Amazon published its NPM attribution on July 29, 2026. Patch and mitigation status differs by vendor. Cisco published hotfixes for the Secure FMC issue, and CISA added it to the Known Exploited Vulnerabilities catalog. Microsoft flagged CVE-2026-42897 as exploited. Check Microsoft advisories and Proofpoint guidance for server-side cleanup. NPM shipped version 12 on July 8 with lifecycle scripts off by default and began pre-published malware scans on July 28. Exploit status. Proofpoint observed OWAReaper activity in July 2026 and reports infrastructure from March 2026. Microsoft had flagged OWA exploitation since May. Cisco and CISA report active exploitation of the FMC issue, and CISA added it to the KEV list. Amazon updates attribution for 2025 NPM hijacks and reports no new compromises in July 2026. 3 observations. First, browser context implants can persist without a host footprint, moving cleanup to servers and mailboxes. Second, supply chain attribution is hard. Amazon's attribution is medium confidence with evidence gaps. Third, the FCC action is preventive, citing research but not reporting a confirmed large-scale exploitation campaign. Practical steps. For Exchange OWA on-prem, consult vendor advisories. Search server-side message caches and IndexedDB or local storage artifacts for injected iframes or encrypted blobs, and remove malicious messages from server caches. Revoke or rotate OAuth tokens if exposed. For Cisco FMC, apply Cisco hotfixes. Check for /var/tmp/license.tmp and restrict public management access. For packages, adopt NPM v12 defaults, verify maintainers, and scan packages before use. Takeaway. Reporting highlights powerful web context implants and the complexity of server-side persistence. Regulators are treating connected devices and supply chain risk as policy issues. Defenders should prioritize server-side detection, mailbox hygiene, OAuth hardening, and stricter package vetting. Sources are in the description. This video is based on the Hacker News articles and the vendor and researcher reports they reference.